Hello gorgeous people, welcome back to my channel. I know my outfit is a bit somewhere over the rainbow. There is me. I was gonna sing that. Somewhere over the rainbow there is me. Did it anyway. But I just decided to put all the colour into my being instead of my inside being. I'm currently suffering with a massive backache and I can't physically do anything to this, so I just did a lot to this. But that is by the by. It kind of works though, because I'm going to talk about this show right here with the very colourful lion on, because today, instead of doing another review for this show, I thought I'd give you 5 reasons why you should go and see The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe before it closes on the 8th of Jan. So if that sounds like something you could be interested in, stick around and we'll get into it in 2 seconds. Last month now, time, I went to see The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe for a 3rd time, 2nd time in London, 3rd time as an entirety, and I went with my friends this time. We managed to win rush tickets, very proud of myself, and I was like, I could do another review, but it would probably be pretty much the same again. It would probably be me singing everyone's praises, including the wonderful Rachel Dawson, who was on as the White Witch. Just had to get that out there. But instead I thought I would give you 5 reasons why you should go and see the show if you haven't already before it closes on the 8th of January. Because why not? Let's try and make this super snappy instead of 15+ minutes reviews each single time. So here we are, let's get into it. Reason number 1 you should go to the Gillian Lynne Theatre and see The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe before the 8th of January is that I do believe, and I haven't sat in all of them, but I do believe there is not a bad seat for this show. I have now seen it in the Gillian Lynne from the very front of the stalls and also from midway back. I think there's about 5 rows behind us in this circle, and both times were absolutely brilliant. From front row you see every facial expression, as you should probably expect to. You also get to see kind of the inner workings of the puppet of Aslan, and what's going on in the inside of that. And obviously the sound is incredible. You do get snowed on and you probably will get leafed on, which I don't think is a proper term, but I'm going to claim it because you do. I have one literally up there to prove it. But saying that, this time round, my 3rd trip, I won Today Tix rush tickets for me and my 2 friends, and we sat row C in the circle and had a fantastic view. And we actually didn't know that the stage lights up at certain elements in the show, and there was a phenomenal view of everything. There were things that I didn't pick up the first 2 times and sitting in the stalls that I now had seen, and it gave me a fresh new look at the entire production, and it was really nice to sit up there. So I don't think in the Gillian Lynne there is a bad seat in that house, and therefore you can either splurge your cash and go and sit quite front and central in the stalls, or you can sit towards the back of the circle and still have a phenomenal view and a great time. Plus, may I add, and speaking of Today Tix, you can win rush tickets for the show. There is also another thing that you may not be aware of, because I wasn't until recently, but the Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe website themselves have a special offer in which they call them Fantastic Fridays, in which on Friday at 12 o'clock midday they release a certain amount of tickets at £20 each, I believe, for various different performances throughout the following week. All you need to do is put your email address into them and work your way through their website, and you will find those tickets. If I remember when I publish this, I will also kind of try and leave a link to the Fantastic Fridays area of the website, because it's a great thing to do and I wish I knew about it sooner. Reason number 2 you should go and see this show is that it's a story that I feel most people know, and therefore will be excited to see what is going to happen to the characters throughout the show. But it also has some music attached to it, written by Barnaby Race and Benji Bauer, who both do a phenomenal job with the composing in this show. If we do not get a cast recording either by the time this run ends or shortly after, I may riot, because I kind of need songs like When There Was Spring in my ears 24/7, and I need it to happen, please. Saying this, this show is also still classified as a play, but it is a play with music, and I just think it is absolutely brilliant, and the score is chef's kiss. Speaking of the score and of music, reason number 3 is that all music throughout this show is played live and in person by the actor musicians on stage. If you've ever watched any of my videos, you will know I love an actor musician show. I just like to see what everybody can do. They're all fantastic actors obviously, but they also have this little element of extraness, and I just love it. And it's fascinating to watch through this show, to see badgers playing drums and violins, and porcupines playing guitar, and yeah, there's just everything, and it's absolutely brilliant to watch and listen to, and yeah, it's beautiful. Speaking of beautiful, reason number 4 you should go and see this show is because of the cast. The cast of this show are absolutely brilliant. I kind of got excited when the tour was initially announced with the cast it had, because if you know me at all, or you've ever looked above me or behind me when I'm talking, I'm kind of a fan of a little show called Amelie. Its poster is there. I've sadly cut off Audrey today. Hang on, there she is. Probably shouldn't have done that. And so when I heard that a few of the cast members of Amelie were going to move on to The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, I was just like, I need to go and see it. Again, Amelie is a actor musician show, so it works well having a few of the cast members stay on into this production. But on top of those alum, there is also new actors to me who I have fallen in love with and can't wait to see what they come out with next time, whatever they come to do after this show. Shout out to Mr. Beaver, Julian Holt, for just being an absolute gem on Twitter and on social media, and just in person. I was very lucky in my second trip to this show to go and meet him at stage door, and yeah, he's a lovely fella. Hi Julian. Reason number 5 you should go and see this show, and this one I feel is the most important, and that is if you are 2, 12 or 22 or even 102. This show has a special magic in it. It's so brilliantly done. There are illusions that even 3 times through I still don't know how they happen, and it's just such a sight and a vision and a joy to watch that even if you are like me and are on their 3rd trip, you'll find something you missed over the last 2 times. It's just that greater show. It's so brilliant, great for all ages. It's a little bit scary, but not really scary, and the characters in this show are people that you will fall in love with and stick with forever and a day. They are my ride and dies, I think. I just love this show. I really, really want to make it 5 trips before it closes, so I still have 2 in me, I think. So fingers crossed that does happen. Like I have said a couple of times throughout this video, this show is running until the 8th of January, which is a Sunday. I do plan to be there for the last show to say my goodbyes and to praise that phenomenal cast and show for doing something so great in the West End and over the tour over the last year and a bit. So yeah, please go and see this show. Like I said, I will try and leave a link to the Fantastic Fridays area of the website if that is something that interests you. You also can get rush tickets, excuse me, from TodayTix, plus TodayTix often do some really good deals on tickets for this show as well. But that is it. My love fest for this show is done. I did try and keep it under 15 minutes and it's only just happened, but when you love a show you can speak about it for ages, and that is the case with this show. I could go on for a long time about it, and I will, just in private, so you don't have to listen to it. But that is it for this video. Please go and check out The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe before it closes at the Gillian Lynne Theatre. It is a great production. Go and check it out. I will also try and remember to leave a link to my review for this show, both video and written, in case that interests you as well. But that is it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you next time for theatre and travel fun. But that is it. Fairly well. Here come the jazz hands. Goodbye.